Yo, what's up, sports bettors? So PrizePicks has a ton of promos for today. So you can see here they're bringing Jokic's points line down from 27.5 to point 0.5 points for game one of the NBA Finals. If it's not immediately clear to you, this is basically a free win, right? It's free money. If Jokic has one or more points, your bet is going to cash. So this is an absolute no-brainer, 98% discount for Jokic. So that's obviously an insane play. And then you can see they're also running these, Taco Tuesday plays. It's not Tuesday, but discounted MLB projections. So I'm going to take you through some player props on PrizePicks. And my first pick is right here from the Fantasy Optimizer. So on OddsJam, you just go to Fantasy Optimizer. In this betting tool, it works for, it works for PrizePicks. It works for Underdog Fantasy, kind of all these different fantasy sites. And the reason these are fantasy sites, and my first play is Barkov under 2.5 shots on goal. So you just want to take these player props in green, right? These player props in red are no good. You want to take these player props in green. So if we go back up, you can see right here, as you get above 54.25%, these player props switch over to being shown in green. So if it's not clear, or, I try to make these videos educational. So basically the way that PrizePicks works, if we just want to go through the math behind this play very briefly, why is this play on Barkov profitable? Is if you look at PrizePicks, the reason this is a fantasy site is they have fixed payouts, right? What I mean by fixed payouts is any 5 picks you select, you're always getting the same payout. It's a fixed payout platform, right? So you can take overs, you can take unders. If I switch this to an MLB pick, I'm still getting the exact same payout on PrizePicks. You go 5 for 5, you get a 10x payout. 4 for 5, 2x payout. 3 for 5, 0.4x payout. So basically, if you back out what percentage of your picks do you have to be win given the payouts on PrizePicks for a 5 flex, what you can do is you can back out what percentage of my player props, what percentage of my over-unders do I have to win to make money on PrizePicks, right? This is a fixed payout platform. Doesn't matter if you're betting on the WNBA, the MLB, doesn't matter at all. Any 5 picks you select, you're getting the exact same payout, right? So if you I'll include this spreadsheet in the description. And as always, if you have questions, stuff like that, don't hesitate to reach out. But basically on PrizePicks, to be profitable playing 5 flex plays, you need to win 54.25% of your player prop over-unders. So you have to be able to get these picks correctly 54.25% of the time or more if you want to make money on PrizePicks. So the way that PrizePicks makes money is most people, they don't have an advantage, right? And if you don't have an advantage, you're going to get these over-unders correctly just 50% of the time. You're going to win 50%, you're going to lose 50% of your picks. Just like flipping a coin, 50-50 to be heads versus tails. If you have no advantage, you're going to be 50-50 to get these over-unders correctly. But on PrizePicks, you need an edge, right? You need an advantage. You need to win your player props, let's say 55% of the time, only losing 45% of your player props to be profitable on this platform. So the first play that OddsJam is recommending, and you can see the win rate is above 54.25%, which is why this player prop is shown in green on the Fantasy Optimizer, right? Any player prop on PrizePicks winning above 54.25% of the time is going to be profitable. And it's Barkov under 2 shots on goal. So you may be like, well, why is the under, winning 54.33% of the time? And you can just look at sportsbooks, right? You want to look at sportsbook odds. So I've said this in other videos, but as a sharp bettor, we treat every single sportsbook, as a data point on where should the line be set. And if you look at the sportsbooks, what you're going to notice is every sportsbook has Barkov's under heavily favored, right? You can see Pinnacle, right? They opened NHL props for Hurricanes Panthers. It looks like about, 4 hours ago, they opened up this line on Barkov. They have his under heavily juiced. Bet Online, another really sharp sports book. That's another data point, right? These books have invested hundreds of millions of dollars in their ability to set lines. You're not smarter than the sports books and their models. No offense. I don't care if you've watched every hockey game. I don't care. You're not smarter than the market, right? And some people will be like, oh, I watch every hockey game. Barkov did this last game. It doesn't matter. It's all baked into sportsbook odds. It doesn't matter if he had 5 shots on goal, 2 shots on goal last game. It doesn't matter. It's baked into the odds that sportsbooks are putting out, right? All public information, lineup changes, new goalie, whatever. It's all baked into the market, right? That's why it's so critical to look at real-time price data. So by that I mean sportsbook odds and not historical data. Historical data is useless. Historical data is encompassed in the odds that sportsbooks are putting out. Lineups are encompassed in the odds that sportsbooks are putting out. So you'll see books, they'll move lines, if new information comes out. So if there's a lineup change, you'll see sportsbooks will change around odds. But long story short, we just said earlier, right? PrizePicks is a platform where they're not changing your payout based on you selecting under versus over. Your payout doesn't change. So for Barkov, obviously you want to take the under because every sportsbook, all of these bookmakers, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sportsbooks, right? And they're all saying the same thing. Barkov is a lot more likely to go under as opposed to over. So this player prop is winning above 54.25% of the time. So it's profitable in a PrizePicks slip. And then, these discounts. So if you look at Sandy as an example, his regular strikeout line is 5, right? So getting him over 4 is an absolute no-brainer, right? These promos are super profitable because these promos, right, this discounted projection is obviously a player prop that's going to be winning above 54.25% of the time, so it's profitable in a PrizePicks slip. So what I ended up going with is, we'll just go through the first play here, is Barkov under 2.5 shots on goal. Again, that was just directly from this little fantasy optimizer thing right here. Then I ended up taking a couple baseball plays as well as some other hockey plays. So I took Miro over 2 shots on goal. So you can see this is actually the top play on the fantasy optimizer. Miro over 2 shots on goal. Barkov under 2.5. Weathers under 3 strikeouts. You can see that right here. And Ken Waldachuk under 5 strikeouts. Also player props, everything just based on real-time sportsbook data, right? Everything just based on sportsbook odds, as you can see right here. So nothing complicated going on. Weathers over 3 strikeouts. Waldachuk under 5 strikeouts, which you can see right here, these 2 plays. And then the final play is just that discounted projection, Sandy over 4Ks. And then these are the exact same 4 picks. I just replaced it with Shane McClanahan over 4.5 strikeouts. 4 picks plus the Shane play. Pretty good entry. On PrizePicks, take advantage of these profitable promos. Books offer promos all the time. These are 5 player props I went with for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let's make some money, guys.